Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, this episode contains information every trader needs to know about last week's action and the week to come. Stocks clocked in their second consecutive weekly gain and the best start to a presidential term since Ronald Reagan was sworn into office in 1985. The S&P 500 was up by 1.74% for the holiday shortened week, while the Dow jumped by 2.15%. Meanwhile, the tech benchmarks Nasdaq Composite and Nasdaq 100 rose by 1.65% and 1.55% respectively. On your screen is the week in review from Seeking Alpha. Now, I want you to recognize how obsessed the media and even the financial press are with potential tariffs from Trump. It was a volatile week for equities as President Trump asked OPEC to lower oil prices. Okay, now we all like that, right? But tariff threats on Chinese imports reintroduced uncertainty. Yes, well, AMC apes are experts at FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That is exactly what the media is trying to inject here and at every hour during the day. And I can think of only one reason why. They're afraid his policies will actually work. It's that simple. Gold and silver prices surged for a third consecutive session amid safe haven demand driven by tariff concerns. Spot gold reached $27.60 an ounce and silver climbed to $30.87. Netflix soared 15% to a record high of $9.99 after delivering record Q4 earnings that included more than doubling its net subscribers. Treasury yields remained subdued with the 10-year at 4.63%. The U.S. dollar index languished near a two-week low of 108.23 amid tariff uncertainties. Cryptocurrency was notably active. Bitcoin reached a fresh all-time high of 109,340 before retreating, and the introduction of Trump and Melania meme coins reached a market cap of $16.5 billion. Winter storms riddled 26 states, including the Deep South, as geopolitical tensions continue to exert pressure on global markets. Guys, the point of the tariff threats are obvious to everyone but the media. The man is using them to negotiate better trade deals for the U.S., and the people that take money from foreign powers and lobbyists, they don't like that. Now, before trading starts, you need to know exactly where we're at. So the S&P closed at 6101.24 on Friday. It's up 24.74% over the past year. It has a 52-week high of 6128.18. So that means we're only 26.94 points away from the one-year closing high. The Nasdaq closed at 19,954.30 on Friday. That's the one-year chart on your screen. It's up 29.11% over the past year. It has a 52-week high of 20,204.58. So that means we're 250 points away from the one-year closing high. Now, what I believe is already developing is the media will push the market participants into a debate regarding the market's performance for 2025, and they will use the potential or actual Trump tariffs to do it. We may even see the Fed Reserve jump into the fight on Wednesday during Jay Powell's comments after the rate decision, which we already know he's not going to cut. Trump has already asked the Fed and other central banks to cut rates, just like he asked OPEC to cut oil prices. The guy has a way of asking for what he wants, then he threatens you, then he decides on what he deems is an appropriate action. Now, there'll be two camps. One will say the market will continue to ride tech, the Mag 7, AI, and maybe even quantum computing. The other camp will say we have screamingly high valuations and Trump tariffs or some other geopolitical or systemic incident will bring the market down. And both are real possibilities. So I've already made my bets for at least the first quarter. And I will also select a hedge to protect myself to the downside, probably VIX calls bets with June and or September expirations. I'm looking at those months because over the past 25 years, those are historically tougher months for the S&P 500. But to be honest, someone like Trump and the way the tech industry has been advancing so fast as of late, either of them could mess up that seasonal tendency for me. This is not investment advice. I am not an investment advisor. I will never tell you to buy, sell, or hold any security or cryptocurrency. But as I said in my previous video, my bets are basically already on the table for this fourth quarter and far beyond. In the eVTOL space, I'm absolutely crazy about Archer Aviation. I've never seen a startup, small cap, or growth company with more potential or more going for it than ACHR. It's a completely new sector and industry, and I think it's going to shock the world in 2025 or 2026. I may add Blade Air Mobility to this folder, but for now I'm completely satisfied with my position in ACHR, and I'm always looking to add more. I think it's more than just a manufacturer. It's going to be a carrier operator and now even a defense contractor. In the quantum computing space, I went with Rigetti, Quantum Computing, D-Wave, and IonQ. In the AI Phase 2 space, I went with DigitalOcean, Unity, Airship, SoundHound AI, Wrecker Systems, and Symbotic. I may thin out that herd, but right now I like those positions. On the data center side, I went with the Global X Data Center and Digital Infrastructure ETF, symbol DTCR. For my monthly payers, I'll never give up my Gabelli Utility Trust or GUT. I also own BITO, ProShares BITO. That's the Bitcoin ETF. And I have a position in UBS's Xlinks Silver Shares Covered Call ETN, symbol SLVO. Now, I'm expecting a rally after Wednesday, so one thing that I still have to add is some protection for this portfolio, and it's probably going to be VIX calls. On the crypto side, I rotated all my profits into XRP. I would like to add my ISO coins back, preferably before March. That includes HBAR, Algo, XLM, IOTA, and Quant. But that's the lineup for me, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, let's do the events calendar. All times are Eastern. Tuesday, January 28th, 8:30 a.m., durable goods orders, followed by consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Fed meeting also begins, and it's XRP Community Day. Wednesday, January 29th, 8:30, advanced wholesale and retail inventories, but at 2 p.m., we get the FOMC interest rate decision. They're not going to do anything. 2:30 p.m., though, Fed Chair Jay Powell press conference. But after that, after the bell Wednesday, we have mega techs reporting. Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, IBM. These results could drive the Nasdaq to new highs Thursday. We must pay attention here. This could give me a window to add my hedge using the VIX. We shall see. Thursday, January 30th, 8:30 a.m., GDP and initial jobless claims. After the bell, we'll see Apple and Intel earnings. And then Friday, January 31st, last day of the month, 8:30 a.m., personal income and spending, and then the entire PCE data group. That's the Fed's favorite. If that comes in hot, we could give back all the gains and then some. If it comes in cooler than expected, it could build on a tech rally. Almost anything can happen here. We've got to be ready for it. Guys, pay attention because this may be the most important slide I've ever prepared for you. Remember how NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang suggested that quantum computers won't make a big impact in the near future and we may have to wait until 2045, well, that may have been total bullshit. World's first scalable, networked, photonic quantum computer prototype unveiled. Xanadu calls their photonic quantum computer Aurora. It's a 12-qubit system designed using 4 independent modular server racks, which in total comprise 35 photonic chips and 8-mile-long fiber optics. The best part is that this entire system operates in room temperature conditions. Aurora's makers claim that it's highly scalable and equipped with everything needed to perform fault-tolerant quantum computing operations. It currently works like a baby data center, but in principle, it could be scaled up to thousands of server racks and millions of qubits today, realizing the ultimate goal of a big quantum data center, the Xanadu team notes. As you can imagine, Uncle Frank didn't believe the tech giants when they came out against quantum computing, and now I have no reason to believe them at all. From PR Newswire, Xanadu introduces Aurora, world's first scalable, networked, and modular quantum computer. Guys, I don't know where this is all going or how quickly, but remember you heard it here first in January of 2025. Congratulations to Xanadu up in Toronto, and I think one thing is clear. They will not be able to stop or delay quantum computing now that this is out. I don't know how this will impact the 4 pure quantum plays I own, but I think we will get an answer to that question by March at NVIDIA's GTC 25 conference featuring that company's first quantum day. Before I wrap this episode, I want to run through some headlines I thought you might appreciate. Diamonds infused with boron, a breakthrough in quantum tech. Diamonds mixed with boron could revolutionize applications in electronics and quantum optics. Recent research shows that these types of semiconductors can be highly useful. Trump orders tariffs on Colombia over rejection of U.S. military deportation flights. U.S. President Donald Trump said Sunday that he was ordering tariffs, visa restrictions, and other retaliatory measures to be taken against Colombia after its government rejected 2 U.S. military flights carrying migrants. Trump said the measures were necessary because the decision of Colombian President Gustavo Petro jeopardized national security in the U.S. Trump's federal DEI purge puts hundreds on leave, nixes $420 million in contracts. President Donald Trump's executive order terminating all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs has already sidelined 395 government bureaucrats, a senior administration official told Fox News Digital. Trump's newly created Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, headed up by Elon Musk, wrote on X Friday that approximately $420 million in current/impending contracts, mainly focused on DEI initiatives, had also been canceled. Scientists demonstrate first-ever quantum error solving with dual codes. A team of European researchers has come up with an interesting solution to a persistent problem. In their latest study, they reveal a method that allows a quantum computer to switch between 2 different correction codes. This method will ensure the system performs all computing tasks in an error-free manner. Is quantum computing really decades away, or is this starting to sound like a race to quantum around the world? What do you think of these Archer Aviation headlines over the past 48 hours? The Motley Fool, Archer Aviation stock, a millionaire maker in the making. Again from the Fool, why Archer Aviation stock soared this week. And then Yahoo, ACHR gains as market dips. Market beat. Traders purchase high volume of call options on Archer Aviation. And then Insider Monkey, 7 best small cap drone stocks to buy now. They've got Archer as number 1. And then again from the Fool, the best eVTOL stock to invest 2,000 in right now. Archer Aviation is still the best bet on the nascent market. Tesla's future under Trump, weigh AI potential against EV demand. Tesla's skyrocketing post-election rally may be set to resume as Wall Street bets on AI potential. Tesla's earnings preview, it may be less about the cars than AI, autonomy, and humanoid robots. Tune in Wednesday after the bell for that, guys. According to Bloomberg, Tech's $15 trillion rally hinges on high-stakes earnings stretch. The chart on your screen shows the Magnificent Seven's profit growth is slowing year over year. Tune in Wednesday to find out. According to Charter, the rush to build more AI data centers is a drag on America's progress toward clean energy, and there's no sign of things slowing down. The recently announced Stargate project, led by OpenAI and SoftBank and unveiled at a White House press conference by President Trump, will see up to $500 billion pumped into artificial intelligence infrastructure across the states over the next 4 years. Meanwhile, Amazon and Microsoft have both recently revealed separate multi-billion-dollar plans to build data centers in the U.S. and around the world. A slight issue with the near constant stream of new centers, they're already becoming a burden on some states' energy supplies before foundations on this new and ever-growing crop have even been laid. More than a quarter of Virginia's electricity is consumed by data centers. Are you starting to see why Uncle Frank went long DTCR? That's the Global X Data Center and Digital Infrastructure ETF, not investment advice or advisor. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.